The future is now. New artificial intelligence.
ChatGPT ability to respond to prompts is designed to generate human-like
writing essays, even passing the bar exam.
Viral sensation that could completely reset how we do things.
What a brilliant technology that is. I'm not here to explain to you how it works, but like any dummy would do, I'll let it control my life for the next 100 hours. Don't get excited, future boss.
This was probably the roughest night I've ever had in my life.
I took up the task, and I am the AI's bitch for the next 100 hours. And the first thing it asked me is to go to the woods and camp for 24 hours. But there's a twist.
We are already in Killarney. We're going to be camping here for the night. And let's see where that goes. Hopefully no animals come. I mean, I would love to see them from far away, but not close.
Bear in mind, Killarney is 45 minutes away from any highway. I gathered some wood and broke them apart. This is my fire starter. And I bought some firewood. Shh, don't tell the boss. I got lucky because I found a fire pit. Fire is the first thing you want to do when you're in a survival situation. I fired up the fire starter and gathered the twigs around it. And kaboom, we got fire. It usually takes me 2 hours to light up some fire. We're finally set up and ready for the adventure. Bring it on, ChatGPT.
We're going to try to survive the night. The temperature is getting better a little bit. However, it's going to drop to -7, 8, and it will feel like -13. It's going to be awesome. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to fill up this with water because I didn't eat anything the whole day. I'm just setting up the tent and laying up the fire. This may not be the cleanest snow I've seen, but it will do, I guess.
So I gathered some snow to boil and started getting ready for food. This probably was the best time of day one. And this is the food. I had to eat something because the night will be a little bit cold, and I didn't bring a heater or a hot tent. After boiling the snow, you put the boiling water inside the dry food container, and you leave it for 15 minutes. Time for the B-roll shots to shine.
There's a place I go in southern Italy, or I could take you there if you'd like. It's called the Amalfi Coast. Some nights I go there in my dreams when I dream of you.
I don't think I cooked it properly. It looks like soup to me. Actually, it's not terrible. It's good. It needs salt. I think I added too much water. Holy moly. I have some leftovers on the floor. We're gonna attract the bears now. This is how it looks. It's basically a bunch of couscous, a little bit of meat, and a couple of vegetables. I should have brought my spices. I left them in the car, and I can't walk to the car right now. By the time I come back, it'll be nighttime.
I was watching a bird on a tree. Then I remembered to put the food bag on a tree in case a bear wakes up and now it's time to go pee.
I guess it's time to go pee before the sunset. So quiet down here. Oh, that was beautiful. This is a bear spray. And here I have my fillet knife. So I guess I'm kind of ready, just in case, if anything unexpected happens. Ladies and gentlemen, this is our first night and I'm already exhausted and I can definitely live with a little bit of sleep so I can wake up tomorrow for the sunrise. But before that, I have one challenge, and it is to watch a scary movie while in here at night. I'm already freaking out, to be honest. Are we watching The Boy? Ouija, baby. Ouija? Haha.
I can't believe I messed up the focus. Bear with me, guys.
The light on. There you go.
Let's begin.
Mary, we invite you into our circle.
Mary Browning, invite you into our circle.
Oh. Mary came. All right. This is some creepy ass movie, eh? We finished the movie. I can't believe myself. After I watched the scary movie, I realized that there's no light. And there is one light on top of me, and that's just for the camera. It doesn't even last 15 to 20 minutes. Not cool. This light doesn't have battery for some reason. What a terrible idea.
But this was probably the roughest night I've ever had in my life. And I kept hearing noises the whole night. Freezing. And the camera is foggy. That's why you see it's blue everywhere. I put the Joe Rogan podcast so that the tent will be a little bit noisy and I don't have to hear anything from outside. Then if any animals come, they tend to stay away. But holy moly. I think this sleeping bag is not built for minus temperature. I think this is for the summer. I was literally freezing inside and I'm still freezing until now. I feel like I'm getting sick already.
This time I didn't use a heater. It was warm enough at the beginning, cozy, when the temperature was still warm. But eventually, the temperature just dropped. The scary movie was not even bothering me at that point. I was just concerned about my temperature. I don't know if I even slept, to be honest.
I decided to leave the forest at that point, and I was already too tired. I checked the temperature before I left, and it was gonna be a little bit warmer. But that could mean one of two things. If the temperature rises and it stays hot, I could be sleeping in a puddle for the night. And if it heats up and it cools off at night, I'll be struggling to stay dry. And when the night comes, I'll freeze. So both scenarios could be dangerous. I packed up and asked ChatGPT for the next recommendation. And as I was leaving, I realized I was being watched. Somebody was keeping an eye on me. Sneaky little spy. This cute woodpecker was chasing me, and every single time I looked at him, he was pretending to do some work. You can cut the charade now, buddy. I saw you sneaking behind me a couple of times already. I guess he's dedicated. Keep up the good work, buddy. I'll keep my eyes on you. ChatGPT asked me to visit the nearest town, explore the town, and stay the night over. And who am I to say no to the boss? Welcome to the town of Killarney.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Killarney. We are here in this little town, which is near the woods that I was at.
And the first thing we needed was a hotel.
And we're finally out of the tent. It was so cold last night, so I decided to treat myself today and come to this hotel room. Look at this. I have a fireplace here, I have a bed there, and I have an amazing view. The town of Killarney is not very busy today, so we scored. Let's make the day exciting and let's go grab a drink.
And to my surprise, the bar was empty. There was nobody here to make friends with. So I went to my room, sober as a whistle.
I wanted to do 50 hours on the lake, but it didn't seem to be feasible because the temperature was changing and the problem is it was going up. So it was gonna get more hot. So I don't mind if it's a snowstorm, although I was freezing yesterday. I was planning to bring something to put inside the tent so I can put it on the floor and it will insulate the snow from the mattress. It was gonna be a little bit hot today and very misty. That is why I chose to go to a hotel.
So in case of any emergency, the police wouldn't be able to come. It'll be very hard to find you in the mist.
The tent will be humid and my clothes will be humid and that will lead to hypothermia. Like very, very risky. I'll see you soon. Good night. All right, ladies and gentlemen, off to the next destination. We are done with Killarney for the day. So I asked ChatGPT to find me another thing to do today and it was asking me to go fishing. But who else better than Roy to come with me fishing today? Welcome to day 3, ladies and gentlemen. What an exciting day it is. The more I do this outdoorsy stuff, the more I understand how important the indoors are for humans. Because last night, I was completely dead. I spent the entire day in the hotel. I walked around a little bit, but I just couldn't. I was so tired. I don't know how Homo sapiens lived before. So we're leaving this town right now and we're heading towards Roy. It's gonna take us another 5 hours. I'm excited. There you go. Thanks very much. Have a good day.
I picked up Roy at this point and we headed towards the river.
When we just arrived, 12 hours so far. And we also bought worms.
We spent 30 minutes looking for a shop that sells worms, yet the ground was infested with them.
I got worms already, so I'll let this guy go about it.
Yeah?
I'll show you the readings.
And 12 hours of driving to get here. There's so many bugs for some reason.
You went from winter, now we're in spring. With the spring water, I get my river data from the real-time hydrometer.
Okay.
So it was at 2.8 on the 4th. We're at the 10th now. So it's been dropping.
Yeah.
But for a 2.8 water level, it's up to here. So when it's at full blown, 2.8 to 3, it's blown. Fishable water for this area is 2.25, 2.3. But this is the level that you want it at, right here.
To reiterate what Roy is saying in layman terms is that he wants his water level to be 2.25 meters for it to be fishable.
We're gonna get a sucker today?
Yeah, something.
I had no choice. I was freezing, you don't understand.
I always made sure to check up on your dumb ass. Yeah, I got a glow stick so I can see at night.
Where's the glowing?
You use ChatGPT?
Yeah, I asked it what to do.
We only have 3 hours to fish, otherwise we're not gonna have enough sleep for the next day.
Ooh, it's deep here. Up to the balls. Yeah.
Wow.
It's just that section. You can go up more.
Crawfish? All right.
We catch these to catch bass after.
Yeah? Did it? You got something?
Sucker.
There's a sucker.
You see how ugly a sucker is?
It's beautiful.
They get bigger than this. They get like 5-10 times bigger than this. It's gonna get too warm. Oh, it broke off.
Hold it. Yeah, there you go.
We could leave it in here for morning time.
Are you walking your fish?
After catching the sucker, we tied it to a rock until the morning, and we found the scute spider.
We got a sucker.
All right, at least we got something. And we're gonna sleep here tonight in the car. See what we're gonna do in the morning. We're trying to catch a trout, but if we get another sucker, it wouldn't be a problem. All right, lads, I think it's sleeping time.
Move Netflix and chill time.
I downloaded a couple of TV shows already. Ricky Gervais all the way, baby.
We'll be back at it in 4.5 hours.
We're gonna sleep for 4.5 hours and then we're gonna get back to business. Peace. See you in the morning. Good morning, everybody. Yeah. Morning. It's that time of the day.
And it's finally day 4. We stayed the night in the hopes of catching another fish in the next day. And as we were heading towards the river, we realized it was flooded and some couldn't make it. I'm not sure if that's a good sign, but we were determined to catch a trout or another sucker.
I hope this episode is making you enjoy this beautiful nature so far. It's almost summertime and it's gonna get better from here. Woo! Last night I lost a couple of lures. We kind of caught a sucker and we left it there in the water because we didn't have ice there, but we kept it tied up. I hope it's still there because I saw somebody go in there sneaking in the morning. I don't know if they were fishing or if they noticed it, but I would assume it's still there. Dumbass bees sometimes is ridiculous. I lost 3 lures since last night. I'm switching it up. We'll do some different style fishing. Something proper for the river. This guy wants to take a dookie somewhere. Where did he go? Somewhere there. Ah, I see you there.
Shut the gate! Back! Fire over the top! They're everywhere!
The amount of bugs that are here is ridiculous. Every time I put my bag, you'll find like 100 bugs on it. What happened? You gave up?
I took a shit. I had to go.
Woo! A little darker than I'm used to.
I was explaining to Roy here that the filter of the life straw might break if it stays in cold temperature for a long time. However, the filter might be okay, but nature sometimes can be a witch.
No, it's good. You stupid fly. Oh, for f***'s sake. You have the whole river? You had to jump inside my cup? Wow, it's not even 1 second already. F*** you. Not even 1 second. Whoa. Our fish.
It was getting late, so we settled for the one fish. And then ChatGPT asked us to go to the highest point of the town. So we did.
That's where we go. This is where we go. We like kayak from the other side.
And boy, was it refreshing to see Roy reminiscing about his childhood. A trip with him is a roller coaster ride. From Asian squatting in the prairies to little Roy reminiscing about the past. It is all connected, and the child in us lingers until adulthood. You might see it as a social rebellion, but in a lot of cases, it's a trip down memory lane. Despite the challenges we faced, this was an unforgettable adventure. From frozen nights to empty towns, and long drives to fishing frustrations. It was a trip filled with ups and downs, but it was all worth it for the memories that we created. I don't want to live a day of regret, and you only regret the things that you didn't do. And those campfire stories are only built upon seeking discomfort. Live a life without regret, and to do so, subscribe to my channel and watch the previous videos and the future videos. Adios!
Oh, that was beautiful.